Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. A first carry for the rookie Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Mayfield down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this one is right through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum. And that's complete to the tight end, Heuerman. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got the hook up for the first time with a veteran, Jeremy Maclin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
No, Roger.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Again, Keenum. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to look deep for Perriman. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Browns. An even 50 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Brandon Marshall leading the surge there. He drops in for a loss of 6.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Mayfield on play action. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Mayfield. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
A give. This is Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal.
How about that for defense? Every hole plugged up. Can't run it inside, can't bounce it outside. That sets up 4th and goal from the 2. Right now, advantage defense.
And his kick is right there. It's good. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Here we go. White, 90. White, 90.
To throw on second down. Flowers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. Out of the gun, Keenum. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Keenum here again. Room to run past midfield. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st down, Keenum. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Green, 39.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Now let's go. 3-19.
From the gun, Mayfield. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And coming out now, the Broncos. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Black round. Ohio.
On first down, they go option to the right. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now Keenum throwing on second. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, it's Keenum. Looking deep downfield. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Denzel Ward. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Let's go.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Cleveland. 46 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Keenum to throw on second down. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 9, and just like that, it's third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, that's Lindsey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 40, 30, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now the Browns coming out on the field. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Breshad Perriman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Denver getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. The first throw for the backup Lynch. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he's able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
They pitch it to Chubb, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Terrence Newman with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
All right, here we go.
After the interception, here's Lynch. Lynch out of time, and he's going to go down in the end zone. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
Gun!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Finding some room at midfield. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to look deep now. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. He juked him. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And his pass incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
3rd and 2. Now Lynch. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for the first time. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They run it again with Chubb. Down right around the 25. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the... And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
I'll bet you as they ran out there for that play, the head coach either on his headset or he pulled him aside and told the special teams coordinator, whatever block you've got, pull it out of the bag right now. We need a spark.
When you could just feel it on their sideline, the air just kind of out of the balloon. Now maybe you're right, a spark, a little bit of hope.
That's when the special teams coordinator who works on this ad nauseum, I'm talking about morning, noon, and night, he's trying to figure out, okay, where's my best opportunity? Which one do I have? And he pulled the right one and got his team going and hopefully back into the game.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, How about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On second down, Lynch. Lynch fighting, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On play action, they'll throw. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Back to throw. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. On first down, Flowers out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now it's Lynch. It's caught inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things up.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Gun! Hot!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to shake him off, and he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Gun!
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Here's Marquette King now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
Let's go! Brad 38!
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
On second down, here's Lynch. First by him near the 35. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Past the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, 84 yards, and the Broncos draw a bit closer. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a player.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here we go now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Set. Green, 39. Green.
On the ground, it's Chubb pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
The Browns on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll look to throw it with Lynch. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. This is Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He needed 9. He got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On first down, it's Lynch. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Lynch now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
He's back to throw. Flush to his right. Complete outright to Jake Butt. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Leopard! Leopard! Hey!
They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he's got Hireman. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with time running out. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. They're going to try and run for it. And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it down 2, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Cleveland, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time.